Let's get to Meg explaining relationship roundtable right now.
Why don't you explain this to me like I am an 8-year-old?
Do you need it broken down?
It's so dumb.
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
Well, lucky for you.
I don't know how else to talk about it.
Shut up, Meg. It's time for
Now I let you know.
Meg-splaining. Meg-splain.
So,
Not now. Not now, Carla. So, Meg-splaining, if you're new to the show, on Fridays, we like to take suggestions, or I should say I take suggestions through my Instagram account, which is at MegaWaffles22 with 1G.
Which is not your real last name.
No, my name is not Megan Waffles.
No.
My name is Megan Ottolini. And my future brother-in-law learned that a couple months ago after knowing me for years, but that's a story that we told on another show. So, Relationship Roundtable, we have people ask for advice in their love life, and we're not going to like air out your name or anything. I'll just kind of mention some part of your handle or something similar so you know that I'm shouting you out. First question here, I'll just say it's from James. Is it ever a good idea to reach out to an ex after not talking for a year?
No. That's
That's so fat. You never backslide?
Well, no, that's not the question. I didn't say I've never backslid. I just said the answer is no, that's never a good idea. The question wasn't have I ever. The question is it a good idea, correct?
Yes.
Have I ever? Yes.
So
was it a good idea? No.
You break up.
Yeah.
And then you go totally dark for a year.
Yeah.
You just no contact whatsoever.
Correct.
And then a year goes by and you send a text or something.
Yeah.
I think the whole context
Not a good idea.
of it can be.
No, it's not.
I think so.
No.
Why?
Because it's not a good idea. You're broken up.
What if you've resolved the issue that you had when you were together?
Yeah, but you still. Why are you reaching out? What's my motivation?
Because you want to get back together. Why does anyone reach out?
Oh, I see. So
What
the
time
end
of
goal.
day am I reaching out?
I'm so yeah. No, I
Like
see.
11
first-
o'clock.
okay,
at
I'll
night?
say-
No. I get what you're saying. It's like if the end goal is to get back together, well then sure. I thought you're saying you're onto a new relationship and stuff like that, and you're reaching out to an ex.
Wait, so are you not friends with any of your exes?
No.
Ever?
No.
Well, you don't even know who Kat's exes are, so I can't even ask you if she's friends with her exes.
I don't know. It's a good
Are
question.
you ever worried if you meet one of her guy friends that you're like, are you an ex that I don't know about?
I mean, it's crossed my mind, but am I worried about it? No.
Okay. Would it bother you if you found out she was friends with an ex?
I mean, I would be suspicious. Yeah.
Really?
Of the guy.
What if it was like a high school
I'd be
ex?
suspicious of the guy. Why are you still friends with Kat? What's your goal over there? Like, what's your end
What are
game?
you angling for?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would
Exactly.
say...
Am I wrong about that, Ryan?
No,
I guess
not at
that's
all.
just being honest. What are you doing?
You
Like,
don't trust men.
she's
ever trust
fine, but
men.
why? Well, she's fine, but why are you still friends with her? Like, what are you up to? Yeah.
I've had exes reach out, like, here or there, just
Yeah.
being like,
I'm sure you have.
oh, I saw this person that we knew in common. Haha, here's what they're they're doing or something.
Yeah. What do you
and
think?
I'm like,
what do you-
haha.
Yeah. Mhm.
What do you think? They're like they're casting a line out
Yes,
there and seeing if they
absolutely.
can catch anything?
Obviously.
Oh,
No,
sweet.
no.
Remember this person we used to hang
He
out
just
with?
wants to be my friend.
Yeah,
No,
that's the equivalent
never.
of you up.
Stop it.
That's a you up is what
No,
that is.
we're talking
Yes, it
at
is.
like this time of day on
That's
a
a-
Wednesday
yeah.
or something.
That's what I mean.
That's not a you up.
That's a during the
Yeah,
day
so
you
it's
up.
not so obvious.
Yes, correct.
I think it all depends.
No, it doesn't.
Like, yes, if it's like 100 years ago, nobody cares about that. Nobody's trying to like rekindle
Are
something.
you talking about like a junior high ex? That's very like you know what I mean? Like we
Somebody
dated when we
you
were in
dated
seventh
when you were,
grade.
like 17 or 21 or something like that, where it's like way in the past, and they know that you're fully in a relationship.
That's you up. That's you
and
up. Casting a line. That's what that is.
You might be right about this.
It is.
I might be acting naive.
Absolutely
You're very
is.
naive.
Yeah.
So if an ex reached out to you, you would just not respond?
Well, no, I'd probably be
I feel-
flattered. I'd be like, look at what she's up to.
No, I'm not married.
Yeah, right. She can't stop thinking about the Jones. Is what I would say. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't say I'm friends with any of my exes, but
In
I'm like,
a related story, by the way, I hear from none of them.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not like unfriendly
Yeah.
if somebody reaches out. I would say I'd be friendly if I ran into them on the street. I'd be like, oh, hey, how are you doing? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, it wouldn't be weird. It'd just be like, what's up? But anyway.
This is the height of naivete, Ryan. I'm with you on this. This is a shoot your shot, you up during the day text message.
Oh, that's so nice. What are you up to?
Yeah.
We just
oh,
get
wow.
to it.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Right. Exactly.
Okay, so I want to get to something that you said earlier in the show, which was that you have never dumped anyone.
No.
So I'm wondering how you will conquer this question. This is from Mark. Mark messaged and said he wants to know, when do you know when a relationship has really come to an end?
Usually when I get dumped. That's usually how I know is when I get dumped. When they go, we need to have a conversation, and I go, I see. This is over. That's usually when I know. I don't know about you. That's when I know.
So, I mean, I think it varies from relationship to relationship. I feel
Mine's
like
very consistent.
the question is when you know that you need to end it. I would say if you feel like there's going to be a sense of relief of you getting out of the relationship, that's how I always have known. If I'm like, I know I'll just be, it'll be sad and everything, but I'll just be relieved to get out of this. That's how I've known in the past. Like, okay, this is done. This has run its course. Like, it's best for everybody to just, move on. But I will say the ways that I have been dumped before in relationships is usually he gets another girlfriend.
Right.
I mean, that's usually how it's happened for me.
And then they reach back out and they're like, "You up?" He reached out to another girl and he was like, "Hey, remember we were hanging out with this person in high school?" So, was there ever one where you're like, "Ooh, I saw this one coming"? Like I knew I was on thin ice. I knew I was getting dumped.
Yes, I remember I had this college boyfriend who was like pretty terrible. And I was buying him a Christmas present, I had bought him a Christmas present, and then his birthday was right after Christmas.
He dumped you at Christmas?
No, I was going to get him a birthday present, and I remember I was trying to figure out how much money to spend on him for this Christmas present, and I was like, do I really want to splurge this much? I feel like we're going to break up in a month. Like I was thinking that way. I was like,
did you say that to him?
No. When I was shopping for him, I knew what he wanted, and I was like, am I going to get, it was some stupid cologne, which tells you, a lot about him.
Nice.
It was like a Burberry cologne. And I was like, should I get him this size of cologne or this size of cologne? I think I'm going to get him the smaller size because I feel like we're not even going to be together by the time it's February.
Oh, nice.
Like,
You
I
went with the
remember
smaller size.
thinking that way through and being like, I'm not going to feel that bad.
Yeah. That's what I do when Kat goes, go get a bottle of tequila from the liquor store. I'm like, yeah, we don't need a giant one. Does Mr. Who does he still wear cologne?
No, this isn't Mr. Who.
No, that's not my question. I'm saying, does Mr. Who still wear?
What do you mean still wear?
Like,
Do all guys go through a phase where they wear cologne?
I'm saying now, at age 40, I haven't worn cologne in I don't even know how many years.
Did you ever wear cologne?
Yes, when I was in high school, I would douse myself in it. Yes.
Ew.
Too much.
Yeah, right.
What kind of cologne?
I don't know, a good
Axe?
question. No. Maybe some Ralph Lauren.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Wow, fancy for Vermont.
Yeah.
You get that at Macy's?
Maybe some. Why am I blunt? What's the like cheap one that's like $10?
I don't know. I have never bought cologne.
But anyway, no, I haven't worn cologne. When I say, do
No.
guys still wear are guys
I
still
don't
wearing
think
cologne?
Mr. Who's never worn cologne.
Does he own cologne?
Drakkar. Twitch is asking.
No,
what's
he
a
just
Drakkar?
Thank you. Yes.
What is
Drakkar
it?
like Mac?
Drakkar.
Yeah.
Drakkar?
No.
Drakkar. Drakkar.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying Mr. Who? That's a lie. Mr. Who's never worn cologne?
Not in front of me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I haven't asked him if he ever went through a
In
cologne
high school,
phase.
he absolutely did. I don't even know him that well. In high school, he absolutely. In junior high school, beginning of college, you're probably dumping cologne all over yourself.
Yeah,
You don't
not a
realize how
fan
much
of
girls hate
cologne.
that. You don't know that. You're
Do you like perfume?
You're like girls like cologne. Every once in a while, if I
Depends
catch a
on the
nice
perfume.
whiff.
I don't like any of that scent. Like, I don't like that. He wears deodorant. That's fine. Like, I don't need to. I don't need you to smell like anything.
He's a
official.
keeper.
What an adult.
Yeah, I wear deodorant. He wears deodorant, and we smell like deodorant.
Nice.
He did borrow my deodorant and said it was extremely strong.
Yeah.
And I said, "How many swipes did you do?" And he said, "Like 7 or 8." What?
That's a
7
lot.
or 8
What do you?
swipes?
What do you spend? Yeah.
I do like 3.
Chock
1,
full
2,
of-
3. 1, 2, 3.
He's just chock full of estrogen now.
How many swipes do you do with deodorant? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's so many
When
swipes.
you say swipe, you mean like a? You mean like that?
No.
It's got like
1,
a click on it.
2, 3.
It's got like a.
No, I'm
like
talking about when you're swiping your
armpit.
underarm.
Yeah.
When you're wiping it across, how many wipes do you do? How many wipes do you do?
I think I'm a 2 wiper.
3.
One egg.
Yeah,
2
okay,
whites
2
for
or
Adam
3.
Jones.
So I'm like, he was
Twice as many wipes than eggs. Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, I was wearing your deodorant and I was working out and it smelled so strong. And I was like, well, that's good because it's working. But how many swipes? He was like, it was kind of gross. And I said, how many swipes did you use? And he said 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I said, that's psychotic that
think I
you're
do too.
using that much
I
deodorant.
think I'm trying to reenact it. I think I do 2. 1 down.
Yeah,
Yep.
think about it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all you need to do.
I think they've stopped making my deodorant. Remember when we talked about this a while ago? They're like, "What kind do you wear?"
You were convinced that you could wear the same deodorant for 2 days.
No. Well, you could. That's Mitchum. But no, it was like a click deodorant. It was like a soft solid. Now I have this other deodorant that I don't like because you know what it does? That's why I never bought it in the
It
past.
makes your armpits wet.
No, yeah, like stains my shirts.
And it's supposed to be an antiperspirant.
It is. It's a deodorant and an
Doesn't sound like
antiperspirant, and it's like that. It sucks. It's why I never bought it in the past. The kind of deodorant I bought for years and years and years. This Old Spice like soft solid. It was like a click, and it was perfect. It was great. And now I can't find it anymore at the drugstore. Maybe because it's locked up somewhere, Mego.
Probably.
I can't find it anymore at the drugstore. I don't know if they discontinued making it. I don't know if they stopped selling it at the drugstore I go to, but I can't find it anymore.
Check on
and
eBay.
I hate my new
eBay's got
deodorant.
it.
I hate it.
Jones, can I ask you one more
Yes.
here? Because I feel like we might have talked about this off air with someone. Boss wants to know, is it a problem if I dated her sister?
Oh.
He's going after someone
Well, let me
whose
one up.
sister he previously...
Let me one up you. I have a buddy of mine who is married to the sister of his ex-girlfriend.
That's a
That
good one.
is-
Is that
Wild.
problematic?
That's a
Is
good
that a
one.
little is that
May
a
I
little
ask?
strange?
I think it's
It's a little strange.
problematic if you had adult relations. If you have had relations...
Yeah.
No, the
and
answer
then
is
you're
yes. It's
starting a
100%
relationship,
problematic.
Yeah,
that
it's-
is so
It's a
awkward.
little odd.
Come on.
I love my buddy.
You can't do
Love
that.
his wife. Love his ex-girlfriend.
It's biblical.
But it's a little strange. If we're in the trust tree, we're being honest. It's a little strange.
They have a great count and come back to it. You go, how come you don't want to go out with me? And they go, because you hooked up with my sister. And I go, that's a great point.
Not even hooked up with, dated.
That really is like a hammer she can hold over his head for the rest of his life.
And it's dated.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
know
good
what?
comeback.
I don't really feel like getting up with the kid tomorrow. Oh, well, you used to hook up with my sister. Oh, yeah, I guess I will wake up.
And then anytime that she's complaining about you, she goes home to she goes over to her sister's house and
Yeah.
she's like, oh, he's doing this and this. And she's like, he always did that when I dated
Yeah.
him. Ugh. Or even worse, she's like, oh, he never acted like that when I dated him. He was just a prince.
Hey, he's
Very
like,
dangerous.
you know what your sister used to do.
Make me one egg.
It's Vermont though, so I feel like it's probably more.
There's
it's
slim
probably,
pickings.
it's probably a more normal thing in Vermont if I had to guess. If I had to guess which state that's more prominent in than others, I'd bet Vermont's high on that list. But yeah, my answer would be that's weird. Yeah,
I'm
a
gonna
little
say
weird.
no. I'm gonna say like explore a little bit more. If it's
Wait, am I answering it backwards? I thought the question was, is it weird?
Is it a problem?
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
problem.
it
Yeah,
is a
I'm saying
problem.
don't do it.
Yeah,
is
don't
what
do
I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah, right. We're all saying the same
It's a
thing, yeah.
problem. We all agree it's a problem. You need to expand the boundaries a little bit. And if it's true love, then you'll find your way back to her, and
yeah.
hopefully the sister is just not super close with the
Don't
family.
date her sister. She must have a cousin or something.
Come on.
She's got another more distant
Go
relative.
for the mom. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Or grandmother or something like that.
Yeah, grandma.
Right.